Shalom, brothers. I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son. Double honor to the elders of GMS and respects to all the brothers out there doing this work in truth and in sincerity. I want to say wake up to the tribes of Israel, so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. The Most High's name is Yahweh in the Hebrew, and Yahweh for God in the Hebrew, and Yahweh Shai for Christ. Okay? Um, the world ignorantly calls him Jesus, calls Jesus, and the Most High God. Um, the tribe, I'm going to read off the tribes: the head tribe, Judah, the so-called Negroes, African Americans. Tribe of Benjamin, West Indies, West Jamaica, the Belize. Tribe of Levi, Haitians. Tribe of Simeon, the Dominican Republic. Tribe of Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama. The tribe of Ephraim, Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, Cubans. The tribe of Gad, North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, Seminole Indians. Naphtali, Argentina and Chile. Asher, Colombia to Uruguay. And the last tribe is, the last but not least, the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. They're all so-called because that's what they're called. That's what the other nations called them, and that's what those were the names that were given to them. Um, Proverbs and bywords like the Bible talks about. But I want to do a lesson. This is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 17. Alright, so Ecclesiastes 3 verse 17. Um, it says, actually 3 verse, that was the precept, 3 verse 1. My bad. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rent and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? Alright, so it just to the point is there's a time for everything, and for everything there is a season. Alright, so that's really what I wanted to read those scriptures about a time to a time for everything. A time to laugh, a time to smile, a time, because the Bible says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Okay, just reading verbatim, pretty much, just saying it verbatim actually. This is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 17. This is a precept. I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. So there is a time for every purpose and for every work. So that's so Ecclesiastes 8 verse 6. This is another precept I'm trying to get. Alright, this is because to every purpose there is time and judgment, therefore the misery of man is great upon him. So, there's a time for judgment, man, under the heavens. Brothers talk about it all the time that, the Most High worketh his judgments under by you know, taking people out really, kind of, and that's him, judging them, on the earth. So brothers talk about that all the time. Well, not all the time, but brothers talk about that, okay? Because I watch their videos, okay? Um, with that, I just want to give all glory, honor, and praises to the Most High and His only begotten Son. Double honor to the elders and respects to all the brothers out there doing this work in truth and in sincerity. With that, I just want to say shalom.